Just setting everything up. Good evening, everyone. It's good to see you. Hope you've had a great week. And today I'm going to be doing a couple of races on here, which is in Tokyo Express, and also I'm going to be racing. I don't think I'm going to do the night race at Bathurst because I'm really bad at that. But I've been practicing quite a bit at the Northlife, and I got a reasonable time. And so I thought I'll do maybe a couple of races there, and also I'll be doing the one in the Tokyo Express. I'm just putting this out on Facebook and things. Just be a few seconds. There we go. There we go. Now, actually, that will just takes a few. There are we. Ah, there we go. Right, it's just getting ready here. Just be a minute or two until we are ready to go. I managed to get a reasonable time actually around Tokyo Expressway, 1:34.9. So we're getting there. Let's see, I'm just doing all the bits and pieces. I'll be with you in a few minutes. Else do I need? There we go, that's out onto Twitter. And there we have it. Just be a few seconds. Once I get a few more options with this, I'll be able to do it stream from my. I'll get one of these Elgato streamers and it will be a lot more slick. But we'll get started just before 9 o'clock. Looking forward to some racing tonight. Going to be a slightly shorter stream, as I was really late last night. Last time it was about midnight, and it took me about an hour to sort myself out and calm down a bit. So yeah, that could have had after effects on my work the next day. So it'll have to be about 10:30, I think, tonight when we finish up. But that should give us a chance to have plenty of races. We're going to do a race here. I'll get myself. So that means that we're ready to go. Just quickly going to edit this. We will get the thumbnail sorted out. Just be a wee second. Trying to find it. Where are... Ah, here we are. Let's go. Right. We are ready to go. I'm online now. What are you looking for? Other thing.
Travelodge, 14th of October.
Okay.
£32.
Okay, okay. Let's.
But you'll need Wi-Fi, won't you?
Yep.
£3 for Wi-Fi, that's fine.
Oh, not the one I wanted.
You okay with that? Shall I go with that?
Hang on a second. Yeah, that should be alright.
For me, well, the 14th, that's not your British breakfast thing, is it? Like lunch or anything?
No, it's a bit. No, it's later than that. That's fine.
I mean, we could go in the morning after anyway.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Right, there we go. We're just about there. Welcome, everybody. It's just coming on 9 o'clock. It's good to see you all. Hope you're all well. Looking forward to a great night of racing. And we're going to start with the Tokyo Expressway. Feel free to comment, and if you like what you see, hit that like button if you like, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. So we're ready to go. Less than 50 seconds. Now this week the racing is tough. You've got the Tokyo Expressway. We've also got the Nordschleife. It's in Group 4, which was actually not too bad. I quite enjoyed that. Actually, it was quite fun. I think I was doing about a 7 minutes and 10 or something, or 9.9, and I'm trying to remember exactly. We'll get to that in a wee while, because that will be on every half hour. I think, or sorry, every 20 minutes they do it, because it's just one lap of that race. So I think I will, depending on how this one goes, I will go back to GT4 and we'll do some of the Group 4 at the Nordschleife Ring. But it'll be interesting to see where I qualify here, because I thought my time wasn't too bad. So just under 2 seconds off the best time in the world, and about 1.4 off the top 10. So that's not too bad. So I hope you've all had a good week. We had a lovely weekend. It was quite nice weather actually, not too bad. Looks like things are beginning to soften up regarding lockdown. Oh, I'm 5th. Oof, my goodness. 33.9 is the best, so that is pretty quick actually. So there's quite a few there, and then it's the 35 behind me. Mind you, we're all in now. We're in the B sector, so it's getting tougher. Without doubt. Ah, Keith, it's good to hear from you on the comments there. Hope you're well. It was a good chat last night, and of course I was going to get to that. I hope you'll be coming on tonight, because our special guest on Thursday is indeed Keith will own you. That's right, Keith Updike will be coming on to the show at 9 o'clock on Thursday. So I'm looking forward to that. We had a really good chat last night, and I'm sure we're going to have lots to talk about on Thursday as well. So I'll start here with the Tokyo Expressway and see how we get on. Now let's see. Oh, someone's asking me a question there. It's Now, Angelo, there we are. And it's send, here we are. There we go. So, how can we do? This is a tight circuit, it's tough. That was Angelo was in second place doing a very good time, and he's in A. So we'll see how we get on. The car is quite tricky. I think it's to be a standing start. So we'll see how we get going. See what happens. First race of the night. I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to this one. We'll have to see how we get going. There we go. It's quite a long intro to this, isn't it? Been hit. GT Rogers, evening. Good to see you. Hope you've had a good day. Hope you've all had a good day. So this is the first race. I'm down to 7th. I was 5th. It's a bit of it's quite a dodgy one here, because if you lose any time anywhere, they will just drive away or drive into you. So let's see what we can do. Can we catch up a bit? We've had a slightly better exit here. So hopefully we can get right onto it. That one there is a really horrible exit in terms of it's easy to hit the wall and lose a huge amount of time. And the ones here are causing lots of issues. Lots of argy-bargy. So now we might be able to rescue a few places here and see how we'll get on. Slipstream. Well, there's nowhere to go here. Amazingly, that guy has not got a penalty because he totally just roasted him into the wall there. I remember these cars, the Honda Type R. Yeah, he hit you into turn 1 too, yeah. Yeah, they are really dodgy. I was a wee bit slow coming out of there. Gears, I mean, it's got a very low third gear, and then the fourth gear seems like it's far too high. got a lot to learn on this bit, just to get my race pace up a bit. So give it a bit up. Very, very tricky corner. But actually quite good fun, because you can feel this car swing about quite a bit. So, that was lap 3. Lap 4. Can we get 5th place back? Got a lot of power here, come on. Slipstream. Just braked a little bit too much. It's crucial we get the next bit right. Oh, we almost, I just didn't know, he's slightly laggy there, but we're gonna get, well, there we go. We only lost in effect 1 place, we got 1 back, and we didn't get a penalty, so that's not too bad. It is a tough race, mind, because it's just, if they push you at all, you're going off into the barriers, and then it could really ruin your race. So it's quite a thing, but, and there's not a huge amount of overtaken places, to be fair. And also I didn't get my start right. I should have had less. I had far too much traction on. Yeah, I don't fancy any of the dailies this week. They all have DR reset written all over them. You're absolutely right. When I saw it today, I put it on this afternoon, and I thought, oh no. It's an interesting one, isn't it? I think possibly Northlife, maybe depending where you qualify, because at least you do have some straights, but it's touch and go, isn't it? Yeah, Bathurst. I'm not very good at Bathurst either. I'm struggling on that one. Yeah, I didn't realise it was at night until I caught a little bit of the Eris one. I think they're trying to reset everyone. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's quite a thing. So yeah, so we can either we can do another one of these, or we can go to the Northlife. It's up to you. It is, I'm not sure what time it is. It's just 10 past, so we might have just missed. I think we might have just missed the Northlife one. I think that was probably at 10 past. And this, of course, this will be at 20 past. But if you like, I can try that one. We can do a bit of qualifying on the Northlife. It's quite a good circuit, to be fair. It's quite an old one. That let me know in the comments which one you would like me to do. It's a prize pick for sure. But let's see. Yeah, well, next one would be 9:30 for Group 4, or another race in 20 minutes. That or sorry, in 10 minutes for race A. To be fair, just a little bit less than that. Who's going to be first to comment and choose? But please don't do Group 3 at Bathurst, because it won't be much of a race. I think the A and B are probably the best to choose from. But who's going to comment? What do you want me to race? Which track? Yeah, Bathurst. I'm lucky. I wear glasses, mate. But I'll be lucky if I can see where I'm going about 30 yards in front. That's the other thing. It does seem like when you do some of these night races, the lights aren't phenomenal. I mean, like when you see the rally cars, I mean, maybe they've got more lights on the front, but they can see for miles because they've got lots of extra lights. But you'd think these racing cars as well would have pretty good lights that maybe would be done in such a way that they don't blindfolded. Well, probably not much better than that, to be fair. That the way it's going. But okay, well, I think we'll do another race at race A because I quite enjoy that one, and then we'll do the North Life after that, if that's all right. We will get into. Let's see what we can do. And this will hopefully mean that I'll have my traction sorted out as well, because whenever you do this race, they always bring it in with like number 3 traction control, which is a pain in the neck. That and then we'll see how we go. Yeah. So did everyone watch the Grand Prix a wee bit? Oh, I watched Jardy at Bathurst on ACC a few weeks ago. His pace was incredible. Yeah, I haven't tried, to be fair, Bathurst on ACC yet. Sometimes it gives you a more realistic feel of it, isn't it? That's the thing. ACC is pretty good going. If you like, I might do an ACC stream one of these weeks. I might just put ACC on, and then we can watch that. Similarly, they're getting personal lobbies coming to ACC. That's one of the things you'll be able to make your own lobby rather than having to join the ones that they have. Because sometimes you find the only race that's available is like an hour long, half an hour practice, 50 minutes qualifying, and it just kind of goes on and on and on and on. So here I'll turn it off. Yeah, I wish Bottas would give Lewis a closer fight. Happy, but yeah, Ricciardo did well. Yeah, I've just really kind of. I mean, if you'd asked me this a few years ago, even last year, watching the Grand Prix would be an absolute necessity. I would never miss it unless I absolutely had to. But now, I'm just not so sure. Yeah, 4 to 13th was fun. Yeah, I really missed the V8 engines. I think they had a real kind of appeal, and without the crowds as well, you do get atmosphere. So it's kind of lacking a bit. Right, here we go. Now they always say that with road cars, you want to stay in a slightly higher gear, because if you change down too much, it unsettles the car. And I've certainly noticed that this is. See, I'm not braking at all. I'm just trying to hold the car on the throttle. Yeah, party mode's going to have to be off at Monza, especially for the Ferraris. They had nothing. It was really bad for them. It kind of felt for them. It's a wee bit better turn off there. I think Bahrain Oval will actually. Yeah, that looks really good actually. I've got F1 2020. I'm not sure if I can do it on that. Yeah, I think we're going to witness history, isn't it? He's just really driving away to it, and you have to give him credit. I mean, he is spectacular as a driver. It's really, This is a reasonable lap, I think. Hopefully, is Millbrook. Millbrook Alpine route available. I wish. That would be that was a fun. That would be an amazing rally track. They did do a rally from it a wee bit. Right. I've done a 134.9, but I'm up a bit here. Can I keep it all the way through? Flat out if you dare. That's a wee bit better. Yep, Jeep Renegades, absolutely. Had an amazing run in one of those last year. I ended up overtaking a Porsche 911 on the inside, airborne, at a company car driver's day. A long story. Come on. This is the hardest bit. So I'm getting that time at the start, but not at the end. If I could give Jonathan the mic, I would happily let you. He would have to tell the story. Right, we can definitely get a quicker time here. It's so tricky because if you just miss the apex slightly, your car runs massively wide and it's almost impossible to get that back. The turning point is crucial. A wee bit better out of there. So we've got Keith will own you on Thursday. Keith Updike is going to be our special guest from 9 o'clock. That's a bit better, but not enough to really make a huge difference. We'll have to see what we can do here. Better. Come on, come on. Almost there. I don't know if I'll be able to complete this lap, but we'll see. Marginally faster. Here we are. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, Keith. Can't wait. It's going to be great fun. Yeah. The annoying thing was I was doing some practice of this earlier on, and oh, I've got pole. That's a bit better. I must be in a lower group. I got a lot of C's in here. Yeah, I was on a really phenomenal lap. And it's all about the exit speeds. And I would have done a 34.4, and then I lost it coming into into one of the last corners. I just bashed against the wall and it ruined all my time. But so I think I could do a 34.4, which is only about 1.4 off the best in the world and about 9/10 off the off the top 10. Jonathan has given you the message there. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Oh, pole position, that's a wee bit better. So hopefully we can keep it going. I'm going to put traction on 1. There's quite a big difference in the lap times behind me, so we will have to see how we go. But yeah, it's a funny circuit, this one, because you come on and at first you're doing like 139s and like you're nowhere, and then eventually you realise that you're just got to be a bit cleaner, brake a bit earlier, and then try and keep the speed on. They did this once when I was on my other PSN, and they put me into I was on B and S, and they put me into everyone was a D at Brands Hatch. What are you on now? Red Tile Dead has said something there. I'm not entirely sure what that means, this message. Perhaps someone can translate that for me. But what you on nose? I don't know what that is. Oh, it must be is regarding the speed bit. Well, they've put me into a, and I've got to about 14,000 points as of last night. 11 players in this lobby. Yeah, no, that's it, isn't it? Okay, let's see what we can do in our Type R. Fast and Furious. Oh, right, I see, yes. Yeah. You can see I know all the slang. So, 4 laps of Tokyo Expressway. Of course, the other thing is that they've all put those qualifying times in, but actually they're a heck of a lot faster than that, and they're just waiting for a time to try and get you. Throttle out of there, that's a bit better. I didn't have to lift that one. I don't know if people check out Kudos Crime. Kudos Prime, not Kudos Crime. That sounds like something completely different. Something in a Batman, but it's quite good because it holds all your lap times. So if you wanted to see roughly where you are and what kind of points you need, how to really mess up an exit there. I think I would have blown this Type R back to the factory. Yeah, the guy who does it, I think, does it for free, innit? Well, I think he maybe gets a few adverts, but it's very, very helpful. Really, really good. But we need to get a lobby with all you guys, by the way, all my faithful followers. Scruffy lap. There we are. There we go. GTS Companion on the App Store. Alright, I've not heard of that. I'll have to try that one. I lost a bit of time there. That comment in a wee second. Happy to jump on. As long as it's not Bathurst at night, you're absolutely welcome. You're guaranteed it won't be that. Hello, Charlotte, it's good to see you. I hope you've had a great week. Good weekend. apexes, come on, you. Well, making it a race. He's just pushing his way past. Just enough. Oh, naughty, naughty. He's going to get another second penalty for that. Try and hold me up now. Yeah, he got a big penalty there. And almost touched those walls. Hey! First win of the night. And there we go, the checkered flag. Well, I don't think that guy in second place was very red tile. He's from Britain. Integra. Yeah, 2-second penalty. But I mean, he did kind of bump me out the way, and then he kind of got in the way. So there we go. Not too bad, eh? First win of the night. Thank you very much. I'll take that one. That will hopefully put me up a wee bit. I was behind. I was playing a bit more last night, and I did Willow. Ended up 5th. Yeah. I must have gone, because when you lose 2 seconds there, then that's it, isn't it? But I did Willow Springs. I really enjoyed that race, actually. I had a great time. I won one of the races last night. And did they won or maybe 2? I can't remember. I've won about 7 now. That'll be my 8th one. Yeah, here we are. So I was quite chuffed with that. And it's just such a good race, actually. Really good fun. But people, they do all sorts of dodgy moves. You know, if they know that they're slower than you, then they'll really defend. I suppose you could say it's good defending. But yeah, oh, well, we've gone up. Our rating's gone up slightly. Oh, that was nice. Up yours. Oh well. Oh, that was kind. But he did the fastest lap with 35.5. Not to worry. Am I doing the FIA races? I've never really done them before, to be fair. Partly because I find it quite hard to do it on a Wednesday and a Saturday, because that's the days that it's on. But I'm hoping that we can start to do it. What I'll do is, what time is it now? Is it just after that? I'll do some Northlife, I think, until we can. Have I added a player to one of your groups? Red till 10. Alright, I don't know what that is. To one of my groups, or he must have sent me a nice request, I'm sure. But because he wasn't that wasn't that happy, but not to worry. Those things happen. It is racing. That probably someone about to send you some abuse. Yes, yeah, that's it, I think, isn't it? And he has done. But not to worry. I'll just delete that one. I mean, it wasn't a particularly major issue. He pushed past me, and then I just touched him because he braked quite early, and then he went into the wall, and then that was that. So at the end of it, it's really one of those things. Not a major problem. That It certainly has been a lot worse racing than that. So I'm going to go into the Audi. This could be an interesting race actually, because it is narrow. Most of the top times have been set. Let's get myself into this. So, a North Slifer. The guys that do it, they're doing it like 658s. Which is pretty impressive. I'm a long way off that, but I suppose it's quite a long track. But I was hoping to try and get down to maybe a 707 if I could. That would be my target. I was quite slow at the start of this lap, so I'm not expecting so much from this one. But we'll see what we can do. Fair, I'm only about half a second down as I was before. This one is, there's only going to be a 1 lap race, but what's quite interesting about it is that it's one of these tracks where you've got to just try and hold as much speed as you can in it and try and get all the wee sections as quick as you can. Consistency. Here we go. It's just like driving Navis hire car. We're going to wonder how many people take their hire car from the airport, take it to Northlife and say, remember, it's not to be used for any kind of racing or any kind of events. But what a track. This is very bumpy up here. Oh my goodness, you race motorbikes down here. That would be insanely dangerous, isn't it? But, now, I'm not sure how much it costs. Jonathan might know. See if Jonathan knows in the comments that yeah, I'm not sure if it's like 30 or 40 quid or if it's more than that. I'm wondering if I should. I didn't need to brake there. Here we go. It's all about also letting the car roll into some of these bends. The Audi understeers so much into the carousel. Yeah, it's a funny one. I used to play this on a lot of the earlier Gran Turismos. So I remember, it's funny, you come to bends and either they remind you of things, no, just caught that one, and they remind you of memories and little things that you remember playing at the time. And then it's so you kind of remember some of the corners. Although this corner is a tough one, and then you've got one that's almost identical to it. Then you've got this one. And this is a tricky one. I'll try and, because the car just wants to run out wide. I like the Group 4 cars though, and I could get used to driving them all day long. I'd love, well, something like Formula Renault. I'd love a really good single seater on Gran Turismo. I think that would be amazing. Because the Red Bull one is kind of, it's, you know, it's not really, it's a kind of futuristic car. Yeah, they are really nice to drive, aren't they? I'm hoping that YouTube will let me do posts soon, because I can only either live stream directly off the PlayStation. I can't do posts, so I can't let everyone know what's happening, which is a pain. You can rent an Audi R8 on that track. That's something else actually, isn't it? That would be fun. Yeah, that would be a laugh. Yeah, there you are. This was the start-finish bit, isn't it? That's where you join the track and go out to do your lap. Yeah, we'll put it in the wall by turn 5, isn't it? Yeah, that's a bit. There we go. Now, I'm not sure of the time, so I'm just thinking actually I better just check. Should I? Because, yeah, I'll need to go and do, if I'm going to call it, I think it's on, have I missed it? Oh, hello! Hello, Theo, it's good to see you. I'm doing GT Sport, and let's see if I can get on to 2140. Alright, here we are, race entry. I've got 8 minutes to go in that. Go on my Audi, because the Audi's got good speed on the straights, and so you need it at the end of it. I think if I took anything else, it would be too slow. Alright, €25 a lap on weekdays and 30 at the weekends. That's not bad. So we're just talking about what it costs to rent to get a lap round the Nordschleife over in Germany. And Jonathan has said it's €25 a lap on the weekdays and €30 at the weekends. So yeah, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun actually. That's the... Yeah, no, definitely. When you think the amount of damage you can do, I mean, some of the videos that they've got on YouTube of like near misses and things like that is insane on the Nordschleife. That I mean, you kind of wonder how many marshals do they have round about there, you know, because if you get it wrong, plus £150,000 deposit for the car, yeah. For £1,900 you get a season pass, lap as much as you like. We'll take the Sandero. If you're paying the €1,900, yeah, I don't mind. That's the fine. I might have to get another Sandero, mind. That's the... Yeah, no. Have a go. So we might manage to get a lap done, and then it'll be the start of the race. Just to say to Theo, I hope your F1 stream went well. I was watching a bit of it just before I started. I know you were doing some of the challenges as well. So I hope that all went well. I do like the challenges on the F1 game. So, who can spot the faults? All you avid racing drivers out there, who can spot the faults that I'm going to make? Whether it's braking too late, accelerating too early. Nice sunny day at the North Slife Ring. This is a hard one because you could probably manage it if you just go on every curb round that section, and it's probably worth a second or two, I reckon. But it's just the car, the Audi understeers so easily. But, it's good to see all our viewers tonight. Thanks very much for joining me. For Fat Man and a Cheap Sims Monday night live stream. I used to play this into the nightman in the old days with the wee gamepad. Never would I have thought that I would be broadcasting it or having even anywhere like the kind of sim set up, even though it's quite a basic one. A bit better. The last time was funny because I was up till midnight streaming, and it literally took me about an hour to calm down, and I think it was about 1 or 2 in the morning before I finally got to sleep. And the next day, last Tuesday morning, I was absolutely shattered, man. Groomsman and I were playing GT5 in the morning of your wedding. That's brilliant. Well, to be fair, when I got married on the morning after, it was a Malaysian Grand Prix back in 2010, and I said to my wife, I'll run you a bath and I can watch the Grand Prix, and she did. So that was it, and I watched the Grand Prix. Not advisable. I think I got off with that on a one and only time. But we've got a very funny guest video saying, I can't believe I chose to get married. I got married on a Grand Prix weekend. But yeah, that was it. That was the... Now here's the thing. In Britain, there was an amazing deal. I always go on Auto Trader and look at some cars. I'm sure you can get that all over the world, in America and all over the place. But what would be your pick? A new 911, or, because they're about 100 grand by the time you put in all the kind of things that you want, or a Maserati Gran Turismo. I was going to get around these corners. That's a bit better. or the Gran Turismo Maserati with the V8 engine. Because there's one for sale, and I'm sure it was 77 grand, while the Porsche equivalent would be about 100,000 at least. And most importantly, it comes with 3 years free servicing, because you're going to need it. But the Maserati sounds amazing. Yeah, Maserati's a brave choice. It's a bit better. Right, can this be anywhere near a better lap? Alright, has the Maserati Ghibli? Oh yeah, well basically that's got a kind of unofficial Ferrari engine in that. The 3 litre petrol was a Ferrari engine, and they were selling a new one for 40 grand in the UK, which is cheap. It's like 17 grand off. Now that's not bad. I think it done like 2,000 miles or something, but for what it is, and I do like the Levante as well, I have to admit. Good night, GTS. Thanks very much for watching. I just missed that time, but oh, I think I just threw it away in those last few laps there, because that was a 7:10.052. Whew, that is a solid. It's one you've got to concentrate on the whole time, isn't it? That within 1/10. Yeah, that's. It's not. I was hoping I might do a bit better. I just braked too late for that last chicane, that kind of last corner, a couple of corners, and that's what did it. But I think we could have maybe had about half a second or a second maybe in there. Still, we'll see how we go. Yeah, it's a. Yep. Preparing to match. So I'm hoping to try and get on my YouTube a picture, you know, the thumbnail. Oh, I've got pole. Oh, not by much, by 8/10. That's not too bad. And they're all B and S. That's quite good. Now this one I think is they start you automatically. That so it's going to be interesting. The thing is, you're going to get slipstream, so you really have to try and pull ahead throughout the lap. Otherwise, you're going to struggle to get. Otherwise, they're just going to come past you in that last section, isn't it? So we've got to be. All right. Oh, that's Erie, isn't? Erie isn't. Unless is that his second one? Is that maybe his Yeah. That's a Murray Walker quote, that one, Jonathan. That is that maybe Rory's second PSN, perhaps. All right, yeah, oh yeah, it isn't more. Yeah, that must be. That's Rory's second account. Yeah. Oh well. Yep, that's the thing. He's going to come through the field. He did a 7:17. That isn't it amazing that we're cross streaming here. Cross streaming. Think of all that internet usage. That and there we go. Oh, by the way, we're at 97 subscribers, which is phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, really, really pleased about that. And remember, there's a very special prize for when we hit 100. So if you're not already subscribed or told your friends to subscribe, then we're not far away. I wonder if Rory has recognised me in that one. That they're all going to be gunning for me. Should be quite fun. So let's see what can happen. Let's see what we can do. Can't believe though, like 6:58.1 is like the best time. That is quick. They must have been racing around here for hours and hours to get that kind of time, or probably got a lot of skill. So let's see. All right, Rory sent me the hello, Tony. Hello, good to see you. Is that to make sure I behave? Is it? That'd be the one. Well, I've always said I'd like to race against him, and now here's a chance. All right. Oh, that's very kind. That's fantastic. That's very kind to subscribe. That's really kind. So here we go. Now we've got a tricky first corner to come in and see how it goes. Oh, that's very kind, Shenanigan of Lanigan. That's a great name, that one. Right, let's get this job done here. See what we can do. Thanks very much. Yes, I used to love Murray Walker. Miss him hugely when he's on but they had him on the British Grand Prix, but that was my motivation. Murray Walker and James Hunt. You can't get much better than that. So we're roughly 1.2 seconds ahead. This is a tricky corner here. Bit wide, but hopefully be all right. This is all about concentration. Hopefully no penalties. Could have been a bit quicker through there, mind. That's it. We've got them. Concentrate here, so I'm not doing very much talking. Turn it too early, come on. Better. Oh, he's been in the gravel, is he? Oh well, for once I'm not to blame. I got my first bit of what do they call it? Kind of hate mail from a guy who kind of pushed me out the way, and then we had a slight, tiny wee clash, and he wasn't very happy about it, but not to worry. Thing is, I'll be going for right behind me. Good driving with a guy behind. Well, closing stages of the race. Let's see what we can do. Line wrong there. Here we go. And that brake text. Oh yeah. That's on the track. Yeah, that's nice to meet you, Tonis. So this is one of these races you absolutely have to concentrate like crazy. And there's so many corners. Thank you to all our new viewers and all our existing loyal followers. I hope you're enjoying it here on Fat Man in a Cheap Sim. Here we go. Hugh, have you seen how many subs you have? No. Have we hit over 100? Have we done 100? Oh. And we've got 100 subs. Oh, that would be good if we've got 100 subs. That would be amazing. That would be fantastic. Because there's a prize. I'm going to have to choose the prize. The prize, well, that will go out on Thursday then. I will choose the lucky subscriber. Well beyond. Oh, phenomenal. That's brilliant. Well, oh, fantastic. That's brilliant. I will choose a lucky subscriber and we will get that. We will get the famous picture. You have to watch on Thursday night at 9 o'clock and we will reveal, I'm sure with Keith Updike, who's going to be our special guest, we will reveal who will win the special photograph, the wall tile that will be heading out to you. Adama Banana, it's good to see you. Thanks very much for joining us, and for all the guys who have come over from Rory's channel who have been watching between his stream and this stream, thank you very, very much. It's fantastic to have you with me. I hope you've all had a great weekend and a good start to the week. And that's my first ever race in a race with Rory. How did he do? Oh, you finished third. To be fair, you finished third. That's pretty good. So our DR didn't go up, but our SR went up a bit. So I don't know what my points are. I was about 14,000 yesterday when I checked. So that's not too bad. I'll have to, maybe I should, I might have to write thingy a message. So I'm so bad with names. I'll say what can I say? I'm getting your let's see. your subscribers. Oh, actually, I put followers. Here we go. Here we are. Here we are. That was something. Oh, thanks, Iris. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm a subscriber too. That wasn't too bad, wasn't it? I've no, yeah, no. That's great. That was not too bad actually. I haven't seen how many subscribers I've got because my one hasn't refreshed. I'm watching it on my screen on my PC, but I haven't got enough to be able to refresh it because it's not right next to me. But if anyone knows how many subscribers I've got, that would be amazing to get that on a comment so I can see where we are. Well, that was pretty good fun. Shall we do another one of that? It takes your concentration for sure. I don't know if I can do that again, but we'll see where we can go. I'm quite happy to do another one on that. I think that would be quite fun. Let's see. First a comment. Would you like me to do another Group 4 at the Nordschleife or Tokyo Expressway? Or if Rory's doing a lobby, we could all try and go into that. If he's up for doing that, I'm not sure what he's up to, but we could do a kind of a joint one there. That would be quite fun. It's a hard week this week for races, isn't it? It's not the most appealing set of races that there could be. Okay, I think I'm going to do 111. Wow, that's brilliant. Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much. That's brilliant. That is a huge increase. Oh, 112 subs. There we are, going up and up and up. That's absolutely brilliant. It's like an auction. That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, all those who have been watching and are giving me that info. Fantastic. Should we do another race? I think we should do another one. I think the Audi would be the best for that, I think. That's brilliant because that's absolutely smashed it. That's great. That's really good. That's brilliant. So tell me, what would be your ideal daily races? If you could choose, what would be the ones that you would have? I know I would quite like Brands Hatch. I like Brands Hatch, either Indy or the full circuit in Group 4. I really like that. I really liked Willow Springs. That was great fun. I'm trying to think what other ones I quite like. What's that one? You know the short one at Kyoto? It's like the first track you get on Gran Turismo. I quite like that one. And at one point I was only about 3-4 tenths out on the circuit guide under my other one onto Crichton Starbug. I'm sure I got within, I think a 39 is the best or something, 39 something, but that was quite good. It is a short Red Bull ring. Yeah, no, that's quite good. Well, Rory has ended up the stream. Keep going, you. Great results tonight and enjoying your commentary. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And considering I don't pay you, Jonathan, that's even better. I enjoy Group 1 at Le Mans with the LMP cars, especially with SO. Yeah, I did Le Mans a wee while ago when they had it on, and I think it was a Group 3 or a Daily Race C. And it was really good fun. I'll chat for a wee bit because it's difficult to chat during the race. But yeah, I quite liked Group 1. I thought that was really quite a fun. It was a good kind of way to try and see how you can get quicker times, because obviously the top guys are incredible, but you can slowly chip away and start to get nearer. I can't remember what time I did. I was a good bit away, but at least it went quite well. And I got better, which is the main thing. But yeah, no, Le Mans is good, especially that's right. It didn't have the chicanes, so it was without the chicanes, and that was great fun. But yeah, I do like Red Bull Ring. I tried doing the Group 3 race at Red Bull Ring last week, but I wasn't great at it. I have to say, it wasn't my pick. I struggle a bit with Group 3, to be fair. I know that's where all the kind of big guys, they all tend to do the Group 3. But yeah, no, that's the thing. And then, of course, some people were saying that PS5 is going to be available on pre-order round about, I think, late end of September or early October. So you got to wonder, will they launch GT7 for the launch of PlayStation 5? And also, I wonder how much it's going to cost, because it's going to be a big new games console, but definitely worth looking at. Oh, thanks very much, Rory. Well, you did it. You got up to third, which is pretty good. I heard you'd had a bit wee spell in the gravel, but you must have managed to get past them all and get up there. I was very pleased that I had a pole position, and yeah, not too bad. Currently trying to do this with my own second account. Yeah, I think. See, because I've got my own account up to A, and this is my secondary account. I don't really mind where this one is going. So if it goes up and down a bit, it's not too bad. I'll be quite chuffed either way. So we'll see how we get on. Well, I'm going to do this race at 20 past, whatever it is. My clock. Yes, that was. I was going to say that was a lovely thing to do, Rory. Very, very kind to shout out my channel. That was fantastic, and that's the first race we've ever had, and so far no contact. But will that continue? We'll have to see on our next race, eh? But yeah, no, that's fantastic. I really appreciate that because it's a great community, and it's nice. You know, we can share the subs a bit and see how it all grows and things, which is fantastic. That I hope you had a good holiday as well, and that you'll be recovering. And I think you probably have to do lockdown, isn't it? You have to do the 14-day quarantine, which is kind of crazy. Yep, good biblical quote there. That yep, that's what I'm trying to teach my children. And when they ask for their pocket money and everything else, that. But yep, well, that was. Well, I have to say what was funny. I've got a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old, and my 6-year-old son must have seen the trailer of Taken when I was watching it one time, and he kind of totally got into it. And I've never let him see anything else, but he knows the speech really well. So they asked him at school, all right, would everyone like to do a speech or a play? You know, just like a kind of one-man play. And so they were going to ask him what they were going to do, and he says, Daddy, I'm going to do the Taken speech. And I'm like, no, please don't. Oh, they're going to have social work here in a flash. That your kids, they take right after us. So that's the thing. That, but my daughter as well, she loves all our movies, and so she's always trying to watch movies and says, right, what's the latest movie? And I've shown her the Wonder Woman trailer for the 1984 one, which looks really good actually. But we'll see. But she's nowhere anywhere near old enough to watch that yet. So, but I'm looking forward to seeing a few of these movies. See, the Bond film comes out in October, I think. It'd be great to get the cinemas open again. Go and see some good movies. I ended up buying that one. You know, was it the 66 Ford and Ferrari 66 with Christian Bale? But I haven't watched that yet. But that's supposed to be really good. So hopefully that'll be quite fun. 'Cause it's rare that you get a kind of racing car movie that is actually enthralling and quite good. I think the first one that I liked was Rush. I thought that was really good. The one they did about James Hunt a few years back. But thank you to all our new viewers and our existing viewers as well. We're just going to start a race at the Nordschleifer. This is where they test all the cars, isn't it? And they make them very good round here, but then, as James May would say, horrible on the road because of the ride quality. Yep, I know that's the thing. So hopefully it'll just be. Here we are. We're joining the session. Oh, and this time we're a wee bit down. Oh my goodness, someone's on a 7. Tommy Hughes done 7:06.4. Now I think was he in the? I think he was watching us recently, wasn't he? Possibly. He must have come from Rory's stream. So that's pretty quick. And I'm a 10th off third place, but then quite a bit off the second and first. And there's a wee bit to go behind, so we'll see. The trick's going to be is can we stick with the guys in front and not lose any places. So we'll see. Yep. Yep, thanks very much, Rory. Thanks very much for joining and giving us a shout out on your channel. It was very kind. And have a good night's sleep. I know you're an early starter, so have a good night's sleep. Yep, here we go. Fat Man in a cheap sim. I could just fit that in on my PSN. I was hoping to try and get the A in there, but it wouldn't quite work. Thought you may as well have a bit of a laugh and see how it goes. I should really get one of those the PS4 video cameras, because I thought I've got another camera from my PC, but it doesn't fit the PS4. You have to have its own version, which is a pain. that maybe I'll dare to get one of those, and then you can really see that maybe I'm fatter than you might think, or thinner than you might think, but we'll see. That the great thing is, it doesn't make a difference really in sim racing. You can all have a bit of a laugh and have some fun. That, so we'll see how we get on. We've had 109 comments. That's brilliant. That's really, really good. And lots of likes, which is great. I'm like Grosjean with a dual shock. That's good. There we go. So, can we manage it? Can we see how we fare on this one? It's a tough one because there's just so many corners, but it's great fun. Oh, thank you, RM4 Giant Lizard on track. Subbed. Thank you very, very much. That's very, very kind. We were aiming to get over 100 today, and we've managed it, which is absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much for all those who have subbed today and who are already subscribed in the past. It's absolutely brilliant. Let's here we go. Now I realise I haven't checked my traction control. I better make sure I've done that. Here we go. Thank you, Keith. That's great. Well, it's the audience that makes it as well, so it's great to have you all with us. Let's see. I never thought I'd actually enjoy this one, but to be fair, it's been a lot better than I thought it would be. The only thing is where we're going to actually start when the cars are released. Actually, I don't need traction because we're going to be moving. More commentary. Just don't crash. Thanks for that. Oh, please don't start the timing here. Oh, hang on. The guys in front are certainly quite quick. A wee bit of time there, but thankfully managed to stay on the track. It's got weird curves, you kind of skirt across them. So every race is good quality practice and experience, so hopefully caught up a little bit there. Probably could have caught up a wee bit more, but Here we go. Now this is probably one of the trickiest corners coming up. And this one as well, because I'm in the slipstream, but there's really nowhere to go. It's going to be very hard to try and overtake, but we'll see what we can do. It's really going to be more likely to be a mistake. Hopefully not by me. It's very hard to see the blooming braking points. Well, you know, they're not driving away, they're not too far away, which is good. Slightly better around there. Manage it. Here we go. The back straight. Almost there. Well, we've so far stayed in our position, but we'll just have to. Caught up a little bit. Woof. Yeah, that is tough. I just made a wee bit of a mistake coming off that last section there, the kind of final bit before the straight, because I think I would have been right with them, and I was quite quick coming off the straight for the last few corners, but not too bad though. That's when you've really got to concentrate on the whole time. Thanks very much, Lanigan, of Lanigan. That well, that's not too bad. At least we kept our position, which at least is something, and we weren't too far away from the guy in front. At least it all go down as practice. Clean races as well, which is always quite good. So that might give us a few more points. But that was I think that was a much tougher lobby because the guy in pole position, he was like doing, was it 708s or even or 706s, I think, that's quick. I mean that was a long way. Yeah, that this is it. Yeah, yeah. I mean look at the times. We did a 708.7. See, that's faster. That was faster than my qualifying lap. The guy in first, and I did a 716, so I was a long way off. So I mean he is quick. That's really quick. I know he was in first place, but that's pretty good going. But yeah. Okay. Right, I'll do one more race. What would you like me to do? Let's see. We have the Tokyo Expressway. Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? If you've got two in front who are kind of battling, you might have a chance. But that's the thing. I'm not going to try Mount Panorama because it's at night, and I don't think it would be a great way to end the stream. To be fair, because I've not really done the night races, and you would just see me go off completely, I think. But if it had been a daily race, I would have done that. Do one I can commentate on. Okay, I'll do the Tokyo Expressway, and I'll do a bit of qualifying. Here we go. No, it's not a Civic Type R. It is the, what is it again? It's the Honda something. Oh, what was it called again? What was that one? Integra. Was it the, yeah? Was it the Integra? The new, yeah, Toyota. It was the Honda Integra Type R. I remember years back when Tiffany Dell took that out on the old Top Gear, and he liked it, and he finished his video saying, "I wonder if Honda do any other Type R," and say, "How about a Civic Type R, or an NSX Type R?" Which of course they did. But it's not that bad in the night, to be honest. I think I would need to practice it a bit because I really have not done night races, and I might struggle to get around. But we'll see. Let's get this traction control off. Here we are. The Jazz Type R. Well, seemingly the new Honda Jazz isn't that bad, which is hard to imagine. But now this, although it revs to 8,500, yeah, oh, it would be in the shops much easier, much quicker. Yeah, that's true. So when do you accelerate out of there? Exit out of there. Reasonable flat out there. Remember they did this in the Teslas. And they were quite a heavy car to drive. That was a popular one. They did that a few times on the go. Can this get a good, be a good qualifying? Come on. Got to beat that time of 1:34.9. That's must be possible. bit up. Can I get a good exit and a good section here? That would be good. Not quite as good a... Can we do it? Come on, come on, come on. A wee bit better. A wee bit better there. 134.8. Too much. Shows you how much you lose. How much you can gain from getting a good exit on that. A bit better. So there's certainly a tenth or two I can make up if I can put it all together in a lap. Let's see, that's a wee bit of a better exit. That's a wee bit better. So close, almost there. It's a touch and go. So what kind of times are you guys doing around here? Have you been... See, we're getting a slightly better exit on that one. Not quite. Here we are. Haven't had any time yet today. It's a... I quite like this race though, I have to admit. I think out of all of them, this is probably my favourite. Just shows you slightly missing that apex. And then that's it done for the day. 1:34.8 is my best. Some guys are doing, in the lobby we had before, they were actually a second quicker than that, which is pretty good. It's definitely 34.7. There we are. Not such a good first couple of corners. Feels like I'm doing an airport run to the taxi. There's an air taxi run to the airport. I'll get my words right. Right, I don't think we're going to beat it on this lap, so I'm just going to do a slower lap and allow myself to recover a wee bit and see where we are all going. So tell me, where are all you guys watching from? So I know some will be in the UK, some might be in the US, but it'd be great to know where you're all watching from. But, thanks very much for subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to get someone who does the the kind of liveries and pictures to do a. I need to do. I've got a kind of character that I own, and I'm going to get it for some merchandise that goes well with Fat Man and the Cheap Sim. Oh, I actually got an awesome gift card for once for RAF50. Oh wow, that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, that is pretty good. Ireland, but living in Yorkshire. A cave in Afghanistan. In other words, have you not paid your TV license? Is that what you put on your address for them, eh? That now for Shenanigan of Lanigan, if you like sim racing, then you need to go to SimTrack, which is just in Leeds, so it's not too far away from you, and ask for Adam Croft. He's been on one of my video interviews a wee while ago, really good chap, and he's basically got a proper, it's like a Ginetta cutout of a real racing car, and it's the most incredible experience actually. It's really, really good. And it was actually an original GT racing car, Ginetta Cup car, and you can drive it on the sim, and they'll teach you how to go faster. And the instructor that they have is James Kellett, who was Lando Norris's teammate when they were racing in the GT Cup just a few years ago, and he actually beat him. So he's a really good instructor, and sometimes they do deals. I know in August and July and August they were actually giving away free sessions, but it's just in Leeds, so if you've got a bit of spare time, it makes for an amazing birthday present or something like that. Honestly, it's absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm going to have a breather because I've been doing quite a few qualifying laps there, so I'll just wonder, I'll go into the thingy one here, and then I can have a chat with all you guys. But yeah, he's only got a couple of minutes to go, and then that'll be us ready to go. Yeah, so you want to get yourself up to on Facebook. Yeah, it looks like a really good place. Want to go for a session with my family at Christmas? Yeah, it's really, really good. I mean, we did a video there last year in October, and we've got 15 minutes, but I mean, normally you pay. There's always a deal, there's always an offer, so definitely like them on the Facebook page or send them a message and ask them if there's any offers on, because sometimes they were doing like an hour for 50 quid and all sorts of stuff, that special offers and things, and honestly, for the experience that you get, it's brilliant. And I'm sure that when we came away from that, we were definitely faster coming back to sim races like this and gaming, because James Kellett gives you fantastic advice. You'll get ready for a very, very hard brake pedal. It's completely solid, but it's really good. So they have the Ginetta. They also have I think it's an Aston Martin as well. I think it's a Group 3 car. That yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks very much, Keith. And just for everyone who's been watching, our star of the show on Thursday will be Keith Updike. From Keith Will Own You, and he's going to be our special guest Thursday at 9 o'clock live on the Car Sim and Race Driver Show. I'm really looking forward to that. And what we're always looking for are keen sim racers and drivers who would fancy coming on the show, and we interview you, ask you about how you got into sim racing, your kind of motorsports kind of interests and things like that. And it's great fun, very relaxed, and I would certainly would love to have you on the show. And whether you've got lots of followers on YouTube or hardly any at all, it'd be great to get you on the show. Just send us an email at info@hughhatrick.com and we can get a slot in the calendar. Hopefully we're going to get the Key 25. I've sent him a few messages and texts, and Tidney as well, maybe a bit later on in the year because he's just moved house, and then we'll see what we can do with getting some other guests as well, but some more female racers as well. It would be fantastic because we had Theo, the Amazons, a couple of weeks ago, and that was a really good interview that we had with her, and she's gone on to do really well. She's in at nearly 3,000 subs, or certainly she's gone well over 2,500, I think, near enough, which is really, really good. So that's Shenanigans saying, yeah, definitely going to check it out. It's only 9 miles down the road. Yeah, just take a long work break. I'm sure to say, oh, working from home today. That would be fun. But no, it's really, really good. And tell Adam that it was me that told you about it. And well, it looks like you saw it before me and before you came on the show. But yeah, send him my regards, and let's see how we can do here tonight. Oh, we're on pole. And Hillage is roughly about 8 tenths behind. Yeah, I have to say, if I lived down that way, I'd be there all the time. It's so good. But you know, they've actually had the guys coming from the Ginetta Cup, and they're all like about 15. You know, nowadays they're so young. But one of they prepared for the race in was it in Holland, and the guys that had practiced at Simtrack, he won the race and dominated the whole thing. So it just shows you what's available. That it's really, really good, and they're so nice. Both Adam and James, really decent folk, and I think it's a fantastic event. In fact, you know, they're quite busy now. They're getting a lot of other racing drivers because they can pretty much make the simulator to any type of racing, you know, any type of class of motorsport, and cars certainly. So 8 tenths separates first and second. Oh, look, we've definitely got someone who's been annoyed. Red Tile Dead is saying, beware, Fat Man, he's a dirty. They only hit him once. A tiny, tiny slight hit up the rear, for goodness sake. Goodness me. Obviously not very happy. And considering he pushed me out of the way to pass. Oh well. Here we go then. Let's see how we can get on with this one. On pole position. Should be fun. Be the last race of the night for me, I think, tonight, because that's nearly 2 hours. And by the time I settle, I'll make this one a good one. battle, to be fair, in second and third. So can I pull away? It's almost sunset here in the Tokyo Expressway. Out of the tunnel. Oh, I knew it. Too fast. Right, so I really concentrate. Ghastly, man. And now he's given me another penalty. Well, there you have it, eh? I mean, I'm sure he could have avoided me. Yeah. I don't know if I'll say anything afterwards, but it's very, very silly. But he must have just went straight into me, because he had so much room. Try and do the same thing again. Understeering terribly. Here we go. I see he's gone down a few places. Just, I mean, it was my mistake initially that, unfortunately. But he could have avoided me, and he just deliberately went into the back of me. I mean, I had a big wide track there, and I was on the far side as well, and he just went right into me. So. Whoops. That's a strange one, because I touched him, and then he gets the penalty. But then that was one. That just shows you the craziness of that one, because it was a tiny little touch, and then that's all it did. He revoked the other races against you before the race. Really mean, yeah. No, I mean it's. I mean, you're going to have a tap here and there, especially on a race like this. But yeah, listen, we've certainly got him back. But I mean, it's yeah, it's just a bit silly. He's probably a young chap, perhaps, who's just practicing. But I mean, it's because it was a tiny tap, and it didn't even put him off. He was able to get around the corner, and then it was when he touched me again, or he went off at another corner, that he then got the penalty. I should have actually saved that replay. It would have been interesting. I'll apologise to Nibbler, because that was my fault for that one. Oh, is that? Because that was my fault. That it looks as if Red Tile is is certainly not happy with just about everybody. That he looks like he's had quite a few different wee things there. But there we go. That well, that will round it up for tonight. It's just coming up to, I think, about 10 to 11 thereabouts. Yeah, 10 to 11. And thank you very, very much for watching tonight, and for all of your subscriptions as well. It's absolutely brilliant. As I say, we'll be having Keith Updike, or Keith Will Own You, on Thursday night at 9 o'clock live on the Car, Sim and Race Driver Show. Take care. We'll speak to you very soon. And good night. Drive fast and try not to crash.